Hey gang, Anne Marie here. I am a certified senior advisor here in the DFW Metroplex, and today I want to talk about the difference between assisted living and a nursing home. Assisted living is a place that can vary greatly in what they can do. We have type A assisted livings here in Texas, and that means that your loved one has to be able to transfer by themselves, but the big key is they have to be able to evacuate the building within X amount of minutes. So let's say that you are looking for an assisted living for them and they're pretty healthy. You're thinking maybe even independent living, but they just need a little bit of support. So you might be thinking about a type A where all the residents look a little healthier. And then you look at the type B communities, those are a lot more common, and those also vary in what they will do, but they can do a lot of things. But every company, every corporation, every management, they all have different ideas of what they can do, what they're willing to do, because they want to keep everybody safe. And so a nursing home, whenever we're talking about it like that, it's in a long-term care scenario. So let's say your loved one is in a nursing home temporarily for skilled nursing. They fell and broke their hip, they had a stroke, they came out of the hospital, they went to skilled nursing, and now the skilled nursing people are ready to discharge them, and they say, hey, they need nursing care. And so you immediately think, and sometimes they even think, that they have to go to a nursing home for long-term care. And that might be the case, if they just have a gazillion things going on that need a tremendous amount of nursing-based care, that might be the right fit for them. But there are other options as well. So let me just say that in assisted living in general, we're going to talk about the type Bs here. They can do a one-person transfer easily. That is almost always something that a type B will do. And so if you have a loved one that's really struggling and they're in the skilled nursing and you want them out of there because, it's very hospital-like, you want them to have their own space with their own things around, then assisted living would be a good fit for that. And yes, assisted living can do things like help them pick them up from a chair and move them to the potty or to their wheelchair, or help them down the hall, or give them all their medicines, all that stuff. They can do that there. And then there are also places that can even do a Hoyer lift, which is like the far other end of the care. A Hoyer lift is when your loved one either needs two people to pick them up, or, it's safer to just put them in this little hoist thing and they hit a button and they move them in that. That is less likely to find in an assisted living and more likely to find in a nursing home. But an assisted living that is, say, a residential care place, they tend to use Hoyer lifts a lot. So that is another option. It is technically an assisted living, but it's residential care in a home, like a physical home in a neighborhood. So those things are always good. But things like they need medicine given, they need help taking a shower, they can hardly stand up by themselves. Assisted living can do all of that. And if you can at all avoid being in the nursing home for long-term care, your resident will generally thrive better there. Because if they can do well in assisted living, they're around people who are healthier, so it makes them want to be healthier. Assisted living, in residential care for that matter, is also a place where they can have their own space and their own things. And you can kind of do that in a nursing scenario, but generally in that, you're sharing, there's two beds in the room, just like skilled nursing where they had rehab. Whereas in assisted living, you can bring in an entire apartment's worth of stuff. They can have all of their things or most of their things. Assisted living is a really good way to help them feel more independent, to try and help them get better. Because being around other people, peer pressure as it is in grade school is still peer pressure in the senior living world. And so if they're around other people who are learning to use a walker, or, they're struggling to get up and they're trying and they're using, home health to come in and help them do exercises, they're much more likely to get better. But I just want you to seriously think, just because someone says they need nursing care does not mean an assisted living can't handle it. And so I can help you find the right place quickly instead of you having to just guess and get frustrated and leave them in the nursing home. So I hope that helps. I hope you understand the difference a little better. And if you need my help, of course, let me know because I'm always here for you. I'll talk to you soon.